After my divorce, everybody wanted to know what happened. What happened between y'all? Are the kids okay? Are you dating again? But looking back, those weren't the questions I needed. No one said, Chrissy, are you okay? And I don't mean the okay where I automatically answer, I'm fine. I mean, are you okay now? Who are you? What are you grieving? What are you afraid of? What do you need? Those are the questions I wish someone would have asked me after my divorce. Welcome back to Diary of a Divorced Mom and the Woman She's Becoming. Today, I want to answer them. So when you ask me, were you okay? No. And it wasn't only because my marriage was ending, but it was also because the life that I had pictured for my children would be different. I grew up in a two-parent household, and now I was creating a one-parent household. On top of processing that for myself, I had to deal with the culture side of it. I'm Haitian, and divorce can come with a lot of judgment. I had an aunt ask me, was I really going through with the divorce and allowing another man to come in and raise my children? I had an uncle who told me I wouldn't come to your second wedding because God only honors the first one. And thinking, I haven't even figured out if I'm okay yet, but everyone had an opinion about what my life was going to look like after this. So, no, I wasn't okay. I was learning how to make a decision I knew I needed to make while also learning that everybody wasn't going to understand it. So, what am I grieving besides the marriage? What I grieve besides the marriage is, of course, the companionship, the being able to come home and you can pour your drink and you can just lay in the bed and having like that private intimacy moment. Just being able to relax and have a good conversation, talk about how your day went, even the little giggles in between when you can like laugh about like, hey, remember that one coworker I told you about? Yeah. And then also there's moments where I grieve just being a wife overall. Just having that family unit, what I grew up on, what I'm used to, being a wife, having a husband, and just knowing that peace is different. And then there's the practical side of being married. When you're married, you know each other's schedules, you plan your routines around each other's schedules. Things are a little bit more coincide where if you know you're working Friday, I'm off Friday, I'm able to handle this. So you divide the responsibilities versus now with it being separate and you're living separate lives, you have to kind of insert other people or third party into your life. For me, it's my parents. My parents helped me a lot, especially my dad. He's a big supporter for me as far as helping me get the kids to and from school during my days while I'm at work. That helps tremendously because, again, we live separate lives now. So you can't intervene too much. And then also we have our court order time. So who am I now? I am completely different from when I was a wife. I thrive more. I am more confident. I have more of a voice. I am completely like, honestly, I didn't know this version of me was possible. I felt her knock a few times, but I ignored the knocking sometimes. No, but in all seriousness, I feel that before, as a wife, I was a bit more quieter in a sense of just having my whole life and everything self revolve around my family and my kids and my husband. And versus now, it's still centered that way, but it's just a little bit differently where I think about myself. Like, I am able to just embrace who I am. What has been interesting is my mom reminding me how I used to love to write. So this is a little funny. So I used to write a lot. I used to have guys who have crushes on me write me love notes and letters. And I actually had one guy spray his cologne so I can always like smell and remember him. That was cute. And in high school, I also had where I used to have a lot of my friends. It was a notebook where we would kind of just jog down like our feelings, our thoughts, how our day went for today. Little side notes if we were feeling frustrated or who we were frustrated at. It was an interesting notebook. So it was nice, but it's just funny how life kind of repeated itself. When I started going through my journey of my divorce, I never thought about, writing, and it kind of just sparked some things and I lost track of that. And me being able to find myself and go back to the enjoyment of Dear Diary. Of course, it's not exactly Dear Diary, but it is me in retrospect, just writing certain things that I've been through and just how I've been processing it, how I still am processing it, and the things that I carry that I feel as though a lot of people never knew. When I look back now at what I'm doing with Diary of a Divorced Mom, I'm realizing I didn't become anyone new. I found my way back to somebody who's always been there. What I need right now, I think more than anything, is emotional support and prayer. I think I'm in a season of a lot of changes where I'm finding my voice, I'm sharing my story publicly, and having people support means a lot to me. Rather that's someone sharing something I wrote, listening to my episode, or simply just sending me a message saying that this resonated with them, or simply just acknowledging the growth or the transformation they are seeing in me. It means something. I don't necessarily need anyone to fix something for me. Sometimes I just need the people I love to see me, support me, and are rooting for the woman that I'm becoming. Whew, what am I afraid of? Oh my. I am afraid of the next chapter. I am building something for myself. I am stepping into entrepreneurship. I'm creating content, sharing my writing. I'm putting myself out there in ways that I haven't before. And that's exciting, but it's also scary because I am the sole financial provider for my household. There's security in knowing every 2 weeks what to expect and to know that, okay, you're going to get paid and you can kind of plan your life around it because you know what kind of bills you need to pay and how much you're able to spend and have fun with, and then also delegate things that you need to take care of for the boys versus that changing. And I'm considering eventually stepping away and betting on myself. That's scary. Because it's not just me. I'm a mother. I have children who depend on me. So I think my biggest fear with uncertainty that comes with choosing the life I believe that I'm creating over the life I already know is financially safe. I don't have the answer yet. I'm still figuring that part out. What am I proud of myself for? I'm proud of myself for not giving up. I'm proud of myself for having courage even through the most painful moments of my life. And most importantly, I'm proud of myself for choosing myself. Choosing myself wasn't always comfortable. Sometimes it meant making decisions that other people didn't understand. Sometimes it meant walking away from things I thought I'll have forever. But when I look at myself today, I am proud of the woman that decided to keep going. I didn't give up on myself. And for that, I'm most proud of. What am I looking forward to now? I look forward to creating a life that includes the things that I love. I love writing. I love creating content. I love being a mom. I love traveling. And I have this goal of building a life and eventually a career where those things don't have to exist only in little pockets of time I have left over. I want to publish my book. I want to continue to tell my story. I want to continue building Diary of a Divorced Mom. And if sharing my story gives one woman the courage to believe that she can rebuild too, then that means something to me. One of the hardest things I've learned through all of this is that there is life after divorce. And I'm finally at a place where I'm excited to see what mines look like. When I look back, I realize everyone didn't necessarily know what to ask me after my divorce. And maybe I didn't even know what I needed to be asked. But these are the questions I wish someone had asked. And if you're going through your own transition right now, maybe there are questions worth asking yourself too. Are you really okay? What are you grieving? Who are you now? What do you need? What are you afraid of? What are you proud of? And what are you looking forward to? You don't have to have all the answers. I'm still figuring mine out too. Thank you for spending some time with me. This is a Diary of a Divorced Mom and the Woman She's Becoming. I'll see you guys next episode.